Hi, welcome to our new episode on Spiced Dialogues. I'm Franklin.
And I'm David. So we have an interesting topic to talk about today. So where do we start?
So we're going to talk about my school
Okay.
experiences. To start off with, I never had a pleasant school experience at all.
Why? What happened?
I was called with a lot of names. I would say with different names,
Okay.
not by fellow students, but by my teachers.
Okay. That's very interesting.
And I had different names in the school, like Dullhead, this fellow,
Okay.
Crying face, stupid fellow. I never had a memorable or a pleasant school life at all from class 1 to class 10. I'm not telling all the teachers are like this. I don't want our viewers to misunderstand that I'm generalizing all the teachers. No, but this is my personal. I'm talking about my school experience. I think if I had different teachers, teachers who could have identified what my strengths were, not just that I'm not able to study, or I'm not able to spell, or I'm not able to write my classwork better. It is not just about books. If my teachers would have identified what was my strength, what was I good at,
Okay.
my goals would have been easier.
Someone to identify your talents
Yes.
and then encourage you and then guide you.
Yes, that's
to
right.
that. Today, even back then and even today, one negative thing to talk about is that most teachers develop kind of liking towards those students who are bright in academics, and totally tend to neglect those who are not so good at academical studies.
True. I have personally seen those things. Teachers who would make them sit in the front. They would be the class monitors.
Class
They would compare him constantly to the student who has not done well, and they would say like, learn from him. See how he's doing. I remember, I want to share two incidents from my school experience. I think I was in fourth grade. It was a computer class. My teacher brought 4 or 5 students who did not complete or bring the book to the class. She made us to remove our shirt in front of the whole class and made us stand the whole time in front of the classroom. And I don't know why she did that. Is it what?
I don't think that is going to do any positive impact on the child. Rather, it would definitely, thwart his confidence and self-esteem.
Yes, and this would have happened at least 20 years ago.
Still, very live in your memory.
Yes, it's still like I can even see the bench. I can see the whole
So vivid in your memory.
classroom, and because of that, I never wanted to go to that class ever again.
One thing I would want to mention is that it's part of our Indian society, our culture, that we tend to think that academic excellence is all about education. If if a child cannot score good marks in exams and memorize the textbooks and then get to A plus in all the subjects, that he's a dumb or she's a dumb kind of attitude. that kind of a mindset is present also among the parents. They want their child to always excel in academical studies, and then always forces and keep pressurizing children to do that, which is I think a setback. So recent studies and researchers reveals that about 75% of students are going through extreme stress and related issues in life just because of this pressure. And the Indian Express has published an article with the title that the pressure cooker education system of India. So much of mental pressure, so much of, and it is also I came to know that the service providers are only about 1 lakh, and then the job opportunities are only about 12 lakh plus, and then the number of students who need a job is about 22 lakh plus.
Then see,
imagine the pressure. One more side of that, from the school's perspective, from the school side, I want to talk is they have developed this trimming activity of trimming down the strength of the class based on the academic excellence. So that again put extra pressure on the student. We think if I don't study well, then by the time I come to 9th or 10th grade, they will remove me out of the school. So that definitely will hurt them and then lower down their confidence level. That's why I remember reading an article published where it says that teachers, even today, teachers are not yet grown to, or they have not yet developed to that level of teaching, in the sense of holistic teaching, of bringing up a child, helping and nurturing them to develop their skills and talents.
I don't know if the teachers are just thinking whatever they can read from the textbook and tell it to the student. That is teaching. Does the teacher teach him how to behave? Does the teacher teach him how to behave with the opposite gender? And students and teachers do this to break the confidence or to make somebody scared. They would pick on the weakest student in the class and make him stand and shame him in front of 20 or 30 students, because they would know, if I pick up on that child, he will not answer to that question. They would know.
Yes.
The teacher would know he will not answer.
Yes.
Make him stand, shame him, mock him, and throw him out of the class.
Doing such acts of humiliation is definitely not going to happen.
And all these have happened to me.
The problem with our Indian society is that the parents decide what the child has to become. So if the parents, according to the social stigma, which the articles say, they want my child has to become this or that. That never works out with. Even if the child is forced to become a doctor, which they don't want to become, they will live their rest of life without any sort of peace in their heart. They are forced to live a life of restlessness. Because instead of someone wants you to be something and look out for a job that is not available, why don't you guide someone in their own stream of thought and in their to nurture their talents and skills and their passions, and they will definitely automatically become what they wanted to become, and they will definitely find a livelihood. And when they excel in their area of talent, money will automatically come. Yes. Money is not a problem. Money will automatically come.
See, when you were telling this, my mind started running to this particular point. Is like teachers always tell the students, if you don't study, you will become this. If you don't study, you will become that. A few years ago, you'll not be fit to even graze buffaloes. You teach that kid how to have a better life, teach him confidence. Even if he has a cattle farm, he would he will have a cattle farm with hundreds or 200 or 500 buffaloes or cows. He'll be a milk dealer.
I've read about IT engineers who quit their job and started farms.
Yeah.
Some IT engineers have quit their jobs and turned into organic farming.
Yes.
That's where their heart was.
Yes.
And they have excelled in those farms. I think the teacher has an important role in identifying the skills and talents, and then giving confidence, and then encouraging the child to pursue their dreams, and also develop them to become kind people, good citizens and good human beings, so that when later on they can contribute. It's all about education, must all about contributing back to the society. If their focus is only in academics and getting good marks and then getting a good job and then not contributing back to the development of the society as a good citizens and a kind human beings, then the entire thing has no purpose at all.
See, the teacher should know all the jobs are important.
Yes, definitely. All jobs are important.
And the child is skilled better than that.
Definitely, each child is unique, and each child has a unique gift and skill. And our responsibility is to identify that and then develop it.
When a child talks a lot in the class and the child is being talkative, do not name that child as
big mouth
or blabber mouth or something, because that child can be a better in public speaking. She might have a better job in media,
mass media, definitely.
And it's not like 70 years before only there were one set of job. Do not be in a mindset 70, 80 years ago.
I think it's parents and teachers. It's a responsibility. Your responsibility is to guide the children in their area of expertise. Whatever they like to do, just lift them up, encourage them. Let them fly high. They will definitely become successful people in life.
And education and the system and the teachers, they're doing the same thing what is happening 30, 40 years ago.
Education, as far as I'm concerned, education is not only about academic knowledge, but rather a lot of other things contribute to it. Self-development, skill development, their nurturing of their passion and developing them to become good citizens. So I think a lot of things has to change. Parents and teachers alike should do everything possible to take off pressure out of children's lives. And then I think as far as I'm concerned, let them fly in their own areas of expertise or liking, and then just our responsibility is to guide them to become good, successful people on their own right. Every child is like a clay when he or she comes to the hands of a teacher, and it's the teacher's skill in shaping, molding that child to become a beautiful sculpture, so that later that child becomes what God intends that child to become.
So I think we want to conclude with this point, is that this was my personal experience as well as Mr. Bebin's experience as well. He's a father of four daughters, and he's dealing with these things on a daily basis, and that's why we came up with this topic.
Let your children grow in whatever way they wanted to grow up and become whatever they wanted to dream. They wanted to become as they dream in their hearts.
And we are not telling all the teachers are like that. They are amazing teachers who have changed so many people's life. But this was my experience, and let's
shortly come up with another interesting topic.
Another topic. Stay tuned for more. Have a nice day.
Yeah.